All right, what's up, spiritual family, spiritual community? It is I, El Sofos Jose Alfredo Ra, coming to you today. So I just wanted to share my escapade today at Yale Botanica, right? So this was my third trip, and I needed to pick up some things that I was running low on. So I just wanted to share with you some of the things I picked up, right? And give you a couple of insights into why. So first things first. Yes, the red and black Eshu Elegua candle, right? So Yale Botanica usually has two options. There's usually like a larger 7-day candle, and then one that's a little smaller, which is more or less probably like 3 days, right? Depending on how strong the energy is when you use the candle. So I definitely needed to re-up. I used my last one from the last trip that I took there, which was when they had their 30% off promotion. I think that was like a month or 2 months ago. So that was a great deal, and I took advantage of that for sure. But as you know, right, we use our tools very frequently when we stay consistent, and you know what it's like, right, to stay on your game. Anyway, Eshu is always elegua. It's always important to have it, right? I do like to get sometimes just the classic no imagery candles, but sometimes it's hard to find the red and the black one together. So I love it. This one is one of my must-have at least once a month. Okay. We know what elegua Eshu is for. Second, my Ochosi, right? Ochosi, the spiritual tracker, right? The magician of the forest. This is a necklace that I actually made, and it has the bow and arrow on it, which is a symbol for Ochosi, right? One of his symbols. This is an energy, an Orisha that I feel connected to, because it also has a connection to the indigenous spirit of the Caribbean. And I'm from Puerto Rico, right? My family's from Puerto Rico. It's a Caribbean island, okay, people. And the Gran Cacique or Indio Guerrero is a spirit that is, for me, I see synchronicities within Ochosi and that energy, right? That spirit guide. So this is another must-have for me. And honestly, these are two of the warriors already, okay? So that's that fiery energy Mars within me that is re-up. And then for this week and this month, I picked up an Ogun. I love this one, green and black, just because green is one of my favorite colors for sure. But that black, we know it's banishing. It's a breakthrough color. And so it's time to do a connection with the Ogun, right? Mr. Ogun. Ogun, we already know. The god of steel, right? Or I should say the Orisha that governs so much, right? Honestly, there's governs different type of work fields, like doctors, people that work out in the fields, a blacksmith, right? Things of that nature. So this is my Ogun, and we basically have three of the warriors right here. Next is spiritual colognes and waters. Yes, I know we talk about spiritual colognes and waters, and the ones that are mass produced are mostly just artificial color and fragrance. However, we do know that our spirits, especially elevated spirits, what we say of light, espíritus de luz, right? They love floral things that are scented, right? Beautiful scents and fragrances. So when you can't make it yourself and you don't quite have that time, these are still great options to use, right? People have been using this for quite some time, probably over 100 years. So I definitely found this one today of San Lázaro, also known as Babalu Aye. So I had to pick up this one because it's the first time, and I've been connecting with the energy a little bit more. So I thought this was a plus to try this one out for the first time. And interesting enough, as you see, right, usually San Lázaro is depicted on candles that are normally yellow, right, which is solar plexus. However, we have the spiritual water being in purple because purple is one of the colors of Babalu Aye, right? The Orisha of illnesses, and also one who brings health to you. Then of course, agua de ruda, rue water, because if you know anything when it comes to your rituals or using herbs, right, for money, bringing in luck, prosperity, abundance, right, in the material gains of money, money, money. Ruda is one of those that you can use. Literally, put it in your mop water solution, clean your house, right, with it. Empower it with that energy to bring in more prosperity and abundance. And then of course, I love this one just because it is 7 African powers. We know 7 African powers can be 7 orishas for some people. And we also know that the 7 African powers are 7 different like tribes, right? Or 7 different groups of Africans that came from Africa and made their way through the transatlantic slave trade, right? So it could be like the Congo, the Yoruba, and there's like 5 others, right? But 7 African powers water, I always feel like it's suiting to use this one, especially when I'm cleansing my candles that are for the orishas, right? That's just how I like to keep it in sync. And now, finally, this is not, let me get back in the frame. So this is something that, this is my second time getting it, and these soaps are amazing. So here's one of them. This is green clover, and it's a shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, and palm oil soap. Now let me tell you something, these soaps are amazing. Whoever is the soap maker, let me tell you, as someone who has worked for companies before that specialize in making soap, someone who has made soap before, these are great. These are like really amazing soaps. This one is called Green Clover and is good for good luck, fortune gamblers. You can even give it to your Indian spirits, right? So, and when we say Indian spirits, we mean like the indigenous Caribbean, the indigenous American spirits, right? So we have that one. Another one that is Lucky Cedar and Sage. I like this one a lot. Anything with sage, anything with cedar, give me 2 of those, right? So this one is for help, upliftment, strength, purification, and stability. So which is a great one to partner in a health ritual, right? That could be used with the San Lazaro, right? If you're gonna do a spiritual bath, here you go. You can use the Lucky Cedar Sage one for health and uplifting with the San Lazaro spiritual water in a bath with some cascarilla, a little sea salt, pink sea salt, why not throw up in there? And speak that prayer invocation into the water. And then the next one, because you know we have to bust it down with dragon's blood, right? Banishing, unblocking, purification, money drawing, and protection. This one is so good. So these are some of the items that you can find at Yayo Botanica, which is fantastic. Honestly, if you're looking also for a really good quality soap, if you're someone who has sensitive skin, this, no complaints. Honestly, these soaps are amazing. I try to hold myself back and I try to do things and buy things in 3s, as you see, 3 waters, 3 candles, 3 soaps. But if it was up to me, I probably would have got 6 soaps. So, yep. So this is what I picked up from my recent trip to Yayo Botanica. They were open, it's Sunday, so they were open from 12 to 5, but I made it there just before 4 o'clock. And I don't remember the associate that was working there, their name, but she remembered me and I remembered her, and I loved it. My favorite experience, honestly. So I'll see you all later. Ankh, Udja, Seneb, long life, prosperity, and good health. Make sure if you live in New Jersey, you are supporting Yayo Botanica, okay? Because they give you the goods. They come through.